Welcome to CFC Fan TV. We are here to talk about our game against Swansea. It comes in a context of having just dropped points at Liverpool, Manchester City, just one, Arsenal, just one. What does it mean for this game, Charlie?
Well, first thing, we've got to win, but it's the start of a real winnable run of fixtures. So I'd like to see a confident performance, a comfortable victory, and that will set us through till the start of the next year. I mean, those are all winnable games. We've got West Ham, we've got Newcastle, we've got Stoke. These are all teams that are doing really poorly. And I think if anyone's slightly disappointed with the result at Anfield, which I can understand, although I'd argue a point is always good there, then, you know, the fixtures for the remainder of the year should fill us with hope.
Yeah, I agree. I think until we play Arsenal on the 3rd of January, don't we?
Yeah.
Up until that fixture, you kind of look at every game and say Chelsea should be taking 3 points from this fixture. But I think, do you know what looks tricky to me? Huddersfield. I think we've got Huddersfield on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. I mean, even Man City had to rely on a kind of bit of a lucky goal to beat them. Obviously, they beat Man United at Huddersfield. I'm looking forward to that, actually. I've never been there.
No, it'd be good.
But yeah, you're right. Look, it's unreasonable to say we've got to win all those 8 games or whatever it is, because we all know that if we
over the Christmas period, it becomes so difficult. Fixture congestion.
I mean, we're
away at Everton, and then so we're away at Everton, aren't we? Just before Christmas. Yeah. Then we're at home to Brighton, Boxing Day. It becomes very frantic, doesn't it? Yeah, and I mean, not just the league as well. Within that, we're playing Bournemouth in the League Cup just before Christmas. We're playing Atletico Madrid. Next week. A fairly thin squad is going to be tested right to its limitations. So, but living the dream here, we take maximum points from a lot of these fixtures.
Yeah, you've certainly. I mean, something's seriously wrong if we don't get 3 points in the majority of these games.
Yeah, I'd agree. So Swansea, they're coming to the bridge.
They've been doing really poorly this season.
Yes.
In fact, I think a couple more dodgy defeats, and I think Clement could.
Do you think
could be for the axe? I mean, I admire him. I think he's had an interesting story. Obviously, he used to be at Chelsea, and then followed Ancelotti around at some real top European clubs. But it just feels like, seeing what I've seen of them this season, it feels like it's almost a season too far for them. I mean, they've been fantastic since they've been in the Premier League. And kind of their best player almost has been Tammy Abraham, who of course we know won't be able to play against Chelsea because he's obviously on loan from us.
Which is very handy. Who is the threat for them then? I suppose Boney?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think their main disappointment has been Renato Sanchez, who Chelsea were interested in. Clement used his
influence over the player. It's a shame that
his contacts at Bayern to obviously get that deal done, but he's not taken well to the Premier League at all. I think it's understandable. I mean, the kid's only 20, 21.
He's young and he's playing in such a, compared to what he's used to, he's playing with such an average crop of players. He's come from a Bayern team.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing him at the Euros for Portugal, where the year they won it, and he was outstanding.
Exactly.
He was outstanding, but no, he's not settled as they would have wanted, and they've lost 4 on the spin now. They're firmly in the relegation zone.
They drew, didn't they? They drew with Bournemouth,
which on the face of it's not a bad result.
They should have won it as well. Leroy Fer
and Tammy Abraham probably should have had a penalty from what I saw as well. But I mean, Bournemouth at home, they want to be in and around those teams like Bournemouth. They've got to be taking points. They've got to be taking. They've got to be taking 3 points.
And I think the problem is as well, their home form, Swansea, is really poor. I think they've won 1 in 8.
I mean,
so coming to Stamford Bridge is not the dream for them.
No, I mean they won't be looking forward to this fixture at all. In fact, they almost might rest a couple of players. I mean, they have to rest Abraham, of course, but they almost might rest a couple more players for some more winnable games.
That would be ideal. So this all looks delicately poised for a Chelsea win. We've picked our team. We did it earlier. Their team is up now. You happy with this side?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to say...
We rushed Victor Moses back. I think that's the exciting
bit. Yeah. I mean, look, if I know Victor Moses travelled to Anfield, hopefully... I think this game, if he is able to play, I don't know if he's able to play or not, but if he is definitely able to play, I think this would be a real good run-up for him. Zappacosta's done perfectly well in his few games that he's been...
He doesn't I was very happy when we signed a right back. I felt like Victor Moses needed competition.
Definitely.
But what this has done for me, and I'm very, very prepared to hold my hands up and say I didn't realise we'd miss Victor Moses, or he was as crucial to our play as he is. And for me, Zappacosta just hasn't done enough. He's just not good enough at the moment.
No, I'll be honest. I mean, I wouldn't want Zappacosta starting a Champions League semi-final.
Moses starts, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be Moses' biggest fan, but I think certainly the consistency of his performances overall would definitely put him ahead of Zappacosta, who I think is an exciting player, and I think he can cause teams issues, but from what I've seen, like you said, not nearly enough on a regular basis.
Yeah. Do you guys agree with the team that we've picked? Do you know what I can do for you? I can put it up again right now. So you can see it. Does this team fill you with joy? Is this what you do? If you have any changes, any substitutions you'd make to our starting 11, let me know. Anything else you want to highlight here, Charlie?
Yeah, well, I don't want to... I mean, at Anfield, everyone around me was just going mad at Bakayoko, really slagging him off, which he did have a really poor game, I thought. And
People need to back off a bit, though, don't they? He's 22 years old.
Yeah, of course. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not one for honing in on one player and just slagging him off repeatedly. It's just... don't think it adds very much, to be honest. But I do think Drinkwater played well, for starters, and I think maybe he just needs to be taken out of the limelight a little bit. We're going to have a hell of a lot of games where I'd say near enough everyone in the squad is going to get a chance at some point between now and January the 3rd. Yeah. So I think it'd be good just to rotate it a little bit. And more than anything, I think I want to see Fabregas back in the team, especially when we're probably not going to be under nearly the same pressure we were at Anfield. And I think Drinkwater did his chances no harm whatsoever.
No, I think he played well.
So I think he kind of
deserves it.
Deserves what will probably be a first start of the bridge. Certainly in the league.
Yes, certainly in the league. Right, I cannot wait to get there. This is going to be good. Swansea at home. It's a dream fixture after a very tough week, in fact, including 3 away games and a 6,000-mile round trip to Karabakh. So, home to Swansea. It's ideal, isn't it? We will be doing fan cams after the game, so make sure that you pop and see Soph, and we'll both be there. Charlie, I've got 2 things to ask you.
Go on.
First is score prediction.
4-0 Chelsea.
Like it. Secondly, more pertinently,
yeah.
Did Willian shoot?
No, not a chance.
Disagree. Definite shot. Definitely aim for that top corner. Did it perfectly. Wonderfully executed. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not drop it a like and click the subscribe button right now. On you Blues.